List of his daughters in the unknown. Same as I am. Life crisis. Life crisis inakujanga after the thing that you are aligned to accomplish zinakuwa zinaleta shida vitu nyingi tu zinaleta tu ups and downs. And the life crisis inakuwa imejeka design yake. Quarter life crisis, early 20s to early 30s. Who am I? What should I be doing with my life? Identity confusion, career direction panic, relationship uncertainty, pressure to succeed early, comparison anxiety, existential crisis can hit at any age. What is the point of any of this? Deep questioning of purpose, faith, death, and that's why there's a philosophy. Philosopher's salvation, often triggered by trauma, loss, or isolation, can lead to spiritual awakening or depression, common during major transition. Identity crisis, I don't know who I am anymore, happens after major shifts, divorce, coming out, loss, fame, etc. Can also happen in retirement or when someone roles end. Struggles between internal self versus societal expectation. Career crisis, professional burnout. I hate this job, but I am stuck. Loss of passion, feeling robotic, job loss, and redundancy. Fear of starting over, often paired with financial stress. Relationship crisis. Do I love them or am I just used to them? Occurs in long-term relationships from marriage. In close commitment phobia, infidelity, codependency can involve questioning sexuality or orientation. Family role crisis. I'm always been the fixer, the caregiver. Who am I beyond that? Happens when parent divorce, siblings grow apart, or roles shift. Also hits hard for parentified children or eldest daughter syndrome. Common during caregiving for aging parents. Parental or postpartum crisis. I love my child, but I feel lost as a person. Identity lost in new parents. Postpartum depression. Sudden shift in self-worth and autonomy. Often unspoken due to guilt or shame. Spiritual crisis. The dark night of the soul. God feels far. I feel abandoned by everything I believed. Feels like divine silence. Triggered by trauma, loss, and disappointment in religion. Can lead to awakening or total shift in worldview. Societal crisis. Collective despair. What's the point when the world is burning? Climate anxiety. Political despair. Poverty fatigue. Especially intense for Gen Z and activists. Feels like personal hopelessness triggered by global system. Late life crisis. What is this life worth? It reflection, regrets, or peace can involve loneliness, loss of health or spouse, urgency to fix, restore, or pass on a legacy, and everything inakuwa na trigger. Na vitu kama hizo abu nasema vitu kama midlife crisis inasumbuanga wase. Ndio maana inasemekana enjoy your youth. Do what you need to do at your youth. Because the fundamental thing is about middle of crisis ni wale zile vitu kufanya kikuwa young ndio nataka kuzifanya kikuwa at that age, maybe 40 to 45 to 50 huko over 60. Longing for youth or excitement, fear of aging, death or irrelevance. Na everything inakuwa na trigger: empty nest, kids leaving home, divorce, career stagnation, redundancy, visible signs of age, blah blah blah. Emotional core: have I picked? What legacy will I leave? Vitu kama hizo sasa. Because now people they question faith, they question meaning, they question purpose. And that's why this philosopher's television, it will give you every answer to your faith, every answer to the meaning. Because philosophy is about learning the meaning, observing the purpose. Because if that thing una feeling a life just pointless, apathy, isolation, ataweza kusadi kudoze. If everything ends, why does anything matter? That is a burnout. I'm stuck in something I don't love. Financial panic, job loss or demotions. Vitu kama hizo. Am I just working to survive or to live? And now all these things ikikam, major life shift zinafanyika. Na wewe mwenyewe unajipatia my identities. Hapo sasa unapata sawa wanasema I'm discovering my sexuality, I'm discovering my gender. And that's why utapata kama LGBTQ+ wanakuwa so much pride because they are being pressurized into the surrender. Asijui kama ni pride comes after a fall or pride comes before a fall. Am I living my truth or am I playing a role? This life is just like that. And everything inafanyika so that you can understand. Kwa kila msana anasema how do I stay human in human system? Injustice, genocide, war, climate change, government betrayal, police brutality, economic collapse, inequality, activist fatigue, nihilism, cynicism. Ziko nyingi hadi unasema I will never believe, I'll never trust, I'll never have faith. Because it may push you in that situation. This life crisis. Unasema the political arrangement inafanyika hivi, inaumiza wasee. How should I stay? Na hizi vitu zinanifanyikia. Hopeless about the world. There's no hope. There's no the thing that tunafaa kusema. Wanasema ati if you go to the storm, become the storm. But the storm now is the overcoming, imekudrown, imekustrike. Spiritual crisis, the dark night of the soul. Unajipata goals feel so much away. So much away. My spirit feels lost. Hapo unaweza kupoteza belief. Unaweza kuona kama ile sasa ulikuwa dogmatic, unafuata doctrine. So unaweza kuwa pragmatic. Unaweza ku-question. Ni kama unakuwa say unknown questions. Yearning for meaning. You become like a hermit person. You become like a monk. You become ascetic. You follow your own way. Ladies in a stoic isolation. Existential doubt inakuja. Turning away from rituals or faith system. Because all these things tulipatiwa illusions nyingi sana na religion. Is there anything sacred left inside me? Ile question unaweza kujiuliza kwa hizo all the life crisis. Take this example. I'm a poet, by the way. I'm a poet. So I write in the I can write a poem in the perspective of a female. I can write a poem in the perspective of a man. I can write a poem in the perspective of they. Take this scenario. The family stuck in a multi-stage crisis. A mother, single, menopausal, experienced loss of youth, mood swings, hot flashes, emotional volatility, possibly loneliness or regrets. Daughter ameanza kuingia puberty, discovering hormones, body changes, rebellion, confusion, emotional highs and lows. Son, quarter life crisis, lost between dreams and reality, facing adult pressure, financial instability, identity confusion. Twins who are the older, with the elder who are the siblings, both in middle life crisis, questioning purpose, facing aging, possible divorce, stagnation, desire to reclaim lost dream. The psychological storms, layers of chaos. The mother, menopause, around 70. But alibahatika kupata mtoi, the last born, at around 50s, 60s. Menopause yake ilianza at late age, not early. Hormonal range meets emotional fatigue. She's feeling unseen, touched, starved, and exhausted. Her body is shifting, but no one seems to care because everyone else is screaming too. She may feel replaced by her daughter youth, burdened by her son's failures, and disrespected by her midlife children. The daughter puberty, rebellion, insecurity, identity crisis is equal to explosive trauma and drama. Confused by her emotions and body, seeks independence but also fears abandonment. Likely clashes with mom. You don't understand me, while also mirroring her. Feels unseen in a house full of bigger problem. The son in quarter life crisis, stuck between dreams and disappointments, feels pressure to be a man but lacks direction, income, or confidence. May use escapism, drugs, games, denial, or lash out. Feels emotionally ignored, especially if seen as the man of the house. Twins, they ask, was this all worth it while watching their youth fade? Could be dealing with career burnout, regret, body image issues, relationship fatigue. One might become impulsive, new partner, travel, expensive purchases. The other may spiral into depression, may resent the mother or feel guilty for not supporting her. So where does it collide the chaos? No emotional anchor. Everyone is drowning in their own storm. No one can offer support. Miscommunication is constant. Everyone speaks from pain. No one truly listens. Roles are distorted. The mother is tired of mothering. The kids don't want to be kids. And no one feels like they have a stable adult. Blame becomes currency. You never raised me right versus you are ungrateful versus this family is cursed. Can this be healed? Yes, but not by trying to fix everyone at once. Keys to survival: create emotional distance without physical separation, boundaries. Designate safe spaces, physical or time-based, where no conflict is allowed. Normalize individual therapy or support groups, especially for the mothers and son. By the way, me, I'm a therapy. I'm a therapist. Natural. Behind hapo nyuma I was based in Mathare. Sasa nilikuwa therapist Mathare. Nilisumbua ile design sana juu ya truth sana. Nikajipata niko Mathare juu ya madawa. Start with the most emotionally stable person, empower them to be the lighthouse. Introduce ritual or spirituality, non-dogmatic, e.g., Sunday silence hours, journaling, fire circles, prayer walk, chanting. Time gani? When the veil is thin, 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. On the time when there is a balance in the whole world, globally. Reframe the family story. You're not cursed. You're in metamorphosis. metamorphosis. So in the poem, in poetry, I can write. Let me construct. Yes. In this house, the womb is closing. The blood is beginning. The dream is fading. And the soul is cracking. All under one fragile roof. But chaos is not the end. It's the shaking before the rebirth. A house with too many storms. A storm chant.
But can still see every sigh, every tear, every prayer I said still
Hii dunia ni ya kilio.
where I made my bed. Though the past ain't
Unaona ule msaa ameshika tu buzi yake tu pale kando, nadhani tu msako sawa.
it lives in echoes
A poem by the daughter. In this house of faded frames, my mother walks like a ghost in flames.
of this despair.
Skin hot, voice cold, my eyes like war-torn skies that once held rain. She mutters to the kettle like it owes her youth. Talks to mirror more than me. She always tired. I think she misses someone she used to be. My brother is God that broken man stare, scrolling past his dreams like job ads he will never dare. He says, I don't know what I'm doing, and I nod like I understand. But I am 13. I'm still bleeding into humanhood, like it's punishment for being born. The twins, my older sibling, they fight with silence. They used to laugh. Now they avoid eye contact. One boats a motorcycle at 40, the other cries during news at 10. They both look like they are running from time but forgot their legs. Our roof hold grief in every room. No one speaks love. We shout duty. We whisper blame. We eat dinner with phones and anger. We are family, but only by name. Mama says I remind her of herself. That terrifies me because she looks like someone who survived life, not lived it. And I don't want to inherit pain like furniture. But sometimes she dances alone in the kitchen, hair wild, arms open, like she's 19 again. And I swear, in that fleeting breath, I see a woman who once believed in joy. I don't hate my house. I just want to repaint it in voices that hug, windows that breathe, and maybe a front door that opens without fear. If this is what becomes means, then may I become a storm that clears, not one that breaks. I'm the roof that is cracking. Now a poem by the mother. They call it menopause. As if I post myself. As if this range, this heat, this forgetting is a quiet thing. But there is nothing quiet about dying from the inside while cooking for people who don't see you breaking. My daughter bleeds now. I see her watching me, like I'm both a mirror and a warning. She thinks I've given up. She doesn't know. I gave up long ago. but kept showing up anyway. My son, a man who still feels like a boy, he avoids my eyes, ashamed that he is not a provider, too proud to admit he still wants to be held. I raised him in a storm, and now the thunder won't stop. And the twins, God, they speak in sigh and live in fragments. One is chasing youth with petrol and panic. The other is mourning a life she hasn't lost yet. They blame me without words, as if I scripted their pain. I only wanted them to outgrow my suffering. And me, I dance in the kitchen at 2 a.m. when no one is watching. Sometimes hum songs from before they were born. Before I wore silence like perfume. Before my womb retired. And my hands forgot how to hold softness. I am not angry. I am tired. I'm not bitter. I am full of swallowed screams. I'm not gone. I'm just waiting for someone to ask me who I used to be before I was mother, provider, warrior, wall. This house is still standing because I refuse to fall. But even roof cracks. When the rain never stops. So into this, you can use this the symbol of the life crisis for the national-wide strategy to unite all generations. My goal, build a sustainable campaign that influences society beyond elections, one that shapes mindset, lifestyle, healing, and systems. Unifying narratives, the shared cause. Create one core message that speaks to all generations. We are healing our homes, rebuilding our economy, and restoring our spirit. Together, from the movement around, family healing for the elder generation, financial opportunity for millennials and Generation Z, spiritual revival for all, cultural awakening for the nation. This message must feel ancestral, future-facing, and grounded in daily struggle. Generation-specific strategies. Like now, Generation Z, maybe from 15 really, to 27, right now. Maybe so. Wanakuwa social medias. Na nyako campus pia kwa campus, na nyako kwa podcast pia kwa podcast. Language yao tu ni sheng na memes. Hivyo tu. And their needs is just identity, digital jobs, truth, and self-expression. What should hook them? Music healing. Like this is a music healing of pain. Give them digital freedom, tech hubs, mental health spaces. So now the millennials from 27 maybe to 42 right now. Still parenting groups and the social medias. Language yao ni real talk, economic talk, dignity talk. Their needs is financial stability, work-life balance, and meaning. What should hook them? Business cooperative, self-parenting spaces, co-therapy models, land justice talk. The elders and the Generation X from 43 to 75 years. Now their tools sasa ni gani hawa? Tools zao sasa ni church, mosque, temples, outreach. Their WhatsApp groups, barazas, and radio. Their language is respect, responsibility, heritage, and healing. Their need is legacy, security, health, and peace of mind. What should hook them? Intergenerational healing, wellness clinic, honor of wisdom, family reconnection campaigns. Pillars of impact, mental health, and family healing. Mobile counseling clinic, intergenerational storytelling events. Talk to your people. Healing circles, campuses, churches, mosque. Economic empowerment, county-based youth investment circles, women-led co-ops for mothers and widows, hustle incubation hubs, tech farming, fashion, uplifting informal workers, boda boda, mjengo, wanamama boga, social unity, anti-tribalism campaigns through music and film, bridge the gaps, festivals, youth plus, elders panels, family dinners funded by local leaders and church, men's mental health, barbershop conversation, spiritual revival without forcing religion, community meditation, prayers, fasting calls, integration of African spirituality with modern therapy, poetry, nuts for faith and healing, gospel and Afro soul concert tied to social themes, political consciousness, teach civic education through video dramas and memes, campaign for laws protecting mothers, youth jobs, transparency. We vote for values, movement, not tribes, not bribes. And from this, we can have a street dialogue, digital sermons, intergenerational healing forums, na tunaweza kuwa na hashtag talk to your mama, talk to your son, baba na binti kwa meza moja. And into this, kutakuwa na cultural identities, African proverbs. In medias, Kenya tribe is not as a voting bloc, but as a wisdom pools. Collaborate with elders, artists, herbalists, imams, and reverends. Include African symbolism in every poster, and utakam kuitoa. Healing homes, building nations. Not just politics, this is culture. Tumeamka sote, kizazi kipya, kizazi chenye msingi. Tulikuwepo, tuko, tutakuwepo. The movement will be spiritual and structural. You're not just campaigning, you are resetting how a nation thinks and feels about itself. That requires ritual plus rhythm, structure plus spirit, culture plus clarity. Kama kawaida, for philosophies dwells in the unknown, same as I am.